Hey guys, welcome to treadmillreviews.com. I'm Raleigh, and today we are going to be reviewing the MYX Fitness Exercise Bike. There are so many things we love about this bike. It's cost effective, it provides a really welcoming environment on its interface, and it has a huge, impressive weight capacity and height capacity. There are some things to consider in this bike, such as the friction resistance and heart rate monitoring system, but we'll get into that a little bit more in this review. But regardless of your size or fitness level, we really think you're gonna enjoy this bike. So let's dive in. I'm going to give you a general overview of the MYX Fitness Bike. So one thing we really like is that this bike comes in two colors. It's either a white frame or a black frame, which is really nice, especially if you're going to be having it in your home. Regardless of which frame color you get, it will have a navy blue seat and handlebar. The actual dimensions of the bike are 54 inches long, 21 inches wide, and 47 inches tall, which is pretty standard. The weight of the bike is 134 pounds. The weight and height capacity are really impressive on the MYX Fitness Bike. Typically, bikes come in around 300 pounds. This one can handle up to 350 pounds, which is really nice. And then also the height capacity goes up to 6'8". So if you're a taller, larger rider, you're gonna have a really comfortable time riding the MYX bike. The handle and seat are both really comfortable on this bike. The seat's pretty standard size, sort of narrow, but it is really comfortable and cushioned. The handlebars are as well, and both of them adjust. So the handle can adjust up or depth wise, and then same with the seat, it can go up and down, forward and back. So that's really a nice feature. A lot of bikes don't have that for the handles. So the fact that you can adjust either one both ways, it's gonna make it really comfortable depending on your height and your mobility. One of the nice things about the pedals on this bike is that you don't have to have clip-in shoes if you don't want them or if you don't have them. So you can just put in your regular athletic tennis shoe. It is adjustable and fabric, really nice quality. And then if you flip it over, you'll be able to plug in your standard SPD clip-ins. Finally, the resistance on this bike is friction resistant. So there's kind of two types of resistance when you're looking for an exercise bike. It's either friction or magnetic. What friction is it basically has two felt pads that come up against the flywheel to adjust the resistance. So instead of it being magnetic, it's just gonna have two felt pads that go in and out depending on the resistance that you want. Finally, there is a 1-year warranty on the MYX Fitness Bike. Now I'm gonna get into more of features and accessories that are included with the MYX Fitness Bike. So one thing to note is that it does need to be plugged into power and connected to Wi-Fi in order to operate and to access all of the awesome workouts and features that the screen has. It does have Bluetooth, so you can connect to your wireless headphones, as well as the armband heart rate monitor that's included with the purchase of the bike. And it does connect to Apple Health, which is pretty unique. I do really love the armband that this bike comes with. It's stretchy, it's adjustable, and it's really comfortable. Me personally, I don't love the chest strapped heart rate monitors because it can be restricting, feels uncomfortable as you're trying to breathe hard and leaning over the bike. So I really like that it comes with the armband. The cup holders on this machine are really sturdy and strong, made out of plastic, and they're plenty big and long for a large, like 32-ounce Hydro Flask. It's gonna fit just fine. Finally, the speakers on the machine are located in the back, which I don't necessarily love because it kind of makes it sound a little muffled, but luckily the noise is plenty loud, so it's just fine. I think I just prefer them in the front. The screen on the MYX Fitness Bike is really awesome. It's 21.5 inches HD touchscreen, functions really well, and it's really crisp and clean, as you can see. It swivels 360 degrees, which is really awesome if you're gonna be doing some off the bike workouts. You can turn it to the side and work out off to the side off of your bike. One unique feature is that using an Apple TV or Chromecast, you'll actually be able to cast your workouts onto a bigger screen or TV, which is really unique. We haven't seen it on too many bikes. Okay, the MYX Fitness app is really awesome, has a lot of cool features in it that makes it unique. It might be one of my favorite apps out there. So when you first are creating an account, MYX is gonna ask you several different questions about your fitness level, how many days a week you're going to exercise, and how long you want your sessions to be. And then it will filter the workouts for you to provide you with workouts that are gonna help with your fitness goals. Along with that, they also make it more personalized by having you do a calibration ride, which is right here. So basically this is an assessment of your current fitness levels, and this is where they're gonna calibrate 3 different heart rate zones for you to start working out and training in. So I love that feature. It makes it really personalized. It is almost smart and intuitive and helps you to be able to really optimize your fitness level and perform better. So I love that. Another nice feature that I love is the backgrounds of all of the videos. As you can see, some of them are blue, some are just crisp and clear, but they have a really like zen and welcoming feel as opposed to like a studio or something that's really intense. I love that because it's non-intimidating and it's just a really welcoming environment. They sort of pride themselves in using positive psychology. So as you can see, there's lots of smiles, lots of different types of instructors on here that you can choose from. And I just really think it's a nice touch that this app has. It has bike workouts. It also is equipped with floor workouts that you can do, recovery workouts, cross training, and then finally, if you click on this MYX Media button, it has some different types of things that you can do. So they have mat chats, which if you click on, they're between 10 and 20 minutes, and you can just kind of bike at your own pace and work out on your own without, following a class. And then you can just sort of listen like a podcast or a YouTube video on different subjects such as healthy skin, shyness, body image, things like that. So I really like that. There's also some scenic rides. So if you're not wanting to work in different heart rate zones and you just want to get on and sweat, these are really nice ones to look at. And then finally, you can also watch the news. So this is a unique feature that many bikes don't have. You can just simply watch the news on Newsy while you're riding your bike. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like when you click on a ride. So if I choose a ride, you can connect it to your heart rate monitor, which you'll definitely want to do, or you can connect it to your headphones, and then you just click workout, and it doesn't take too long to start going.
What's up? I'm Lauren. I am so thrilled you are joining me for this HIIT ride. We have 15 minutes of high intensity intervals. That means we have short bursts of work followed by recovery so we can refuel and come back stronger.
So you can also pause the workout, which is really nice. And then you can see over here, you'll be able to find the heart rate zone that the coach is going to have you go to. You can see your time, you can see your calories burned, and then you can also change the volume here, or you can change it on the side of the screen. So now I'm gonna get into the actual performance of the bike. How does it sound? How does it run? And is it a good fit for you? So there's 2 things to consider with this bike. Number 1, the friction resistance, and 2, that it goes off of heart rate tracking as opposed to your coach telling you exactly what resistance to be set at. So with friction resistance, like I was saying, it has 2 felt pads that are gonna be closer to the flywheel or not, depending on the resistance. And there's some pros and cons to that. So pros are that the bike is gonna be a lot more cost effective because it's not magnetic. Number 2, you're going to have to learn how to train in heart rate zones because there's not an exact number that your coach is going to tell you to be at. So you're going to sort of have to feel it out. And then finally, friction resistance is really, really strong. So you can see if I turn up the resistance all the way, I almost can't even push because of how strong it is. So that's really good news, especially again, if you're going to be a larger or taller rider. Some cons is that friction resistance is not as precise as magnetic. So the coach won't be saying go to resistance 10. Instead, they'll be talking about your heart rate and say go to zone 1 or 2 and try to get your heart rate in a specific zone. So it's not as precise. It is a little bit more noisy. So if I'm on 0 resistance, it's pretty quiet, but once I start to turn it up, you can hear a little bit of noise. It's really minimal. And if you're gonna be using headphones or you're listening to the speakers, it really shouldn't be a problem. And then finally, with friction resistance, those felt pads may need to be replaced, or there might be some wear and tear over time. But really, none of those things I think are deal breakers, and friction resistance is a great option. The MYX Fitness app is a little bit different than other bikes because of the friction resistance and also the heart rate training. So there's lots of pros to heart rate training. Number one is it's gonna help you compete with yourself. So rather than focusing on a leaderboard or being at certain resistances, you're really gonna figure out how to feel different zones, be able to pace yourself, and it really will transfer into other exercises and training that you're doing. So if you're gonna be running or doing another activity and you know how to control your heart rate, then it's really gonna benefit you whether you're on the bike or off. Here at Treadmill Reviews, we rate products based off of 3 categories: main specs, features, and build quality. And based off of those categories, we are gonna give the MYX Fitness Bike a score of 4.7 out of 5. We love that it has the high weight and height capacity, we love the user interface, and we love the price of the bike. A couple things to consider are the heart rate monitoring system and also the friction resistance. So we think that you should be aware of that. But other than that, regardless of your size and fitness level, we really think you're gonna enjoy this bike. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'm Raleigh and this was the MYX Fitness Bike. For more information, check out our website, treadmillreviews.com. For pricing details, click that link below, and of course, like and subscribe. Thanks so much.